Hey, what up, legends? I hope you're as hyped as I am because Blizzard just announced the Rise of Shadow, the brand new Hearthstone expansion releasing on April 9th, in which our favorite team of villains, aka the League of Evil, is going to take on the entire city of Dalaran to put one of their mischievous plans in action. The reveal also included a couple of cards that we'll talk about in detail in just a moment, but before we do so, I also have an announcement to make as well. And so on April 5th, I will be giving away a mega bundle as well as a regular pre-purchase bundle to my subscribers. If you're interested in participating in that giveaway, it's quite simple. All you have to do is be subscribed to the channel and then leave a comment down in the comment section of this video letting me know what you think about the reveal of this expansion so far, and I'll enter you in the draw for those bundles. So good luck to you, and let's talk about the brand new cards that have been revealed so far. First things first, we have a very good defensive neutral tool, the Spellword Jeweler. She gives your hero elusive for 1 turn, so it's going to make you much harder to kill. Do keep in mind that many hero powers and spells do not need to target you in order to do damage. So Mind Blast, the Hunter hero power, Hellfire from Warlock, and things like that do not actually need to target you to do their damage, so you're not immune to spell damage by any mean, but it is pretty neat. It's gonna make it much more difficult for mages to burn you down and all overall, so that's pretty nice, pretty nice nifty tool to add to any player's arsenal, especially if there's some big spells that we're not aware of quite yet. Talking about big spells, next card is a legendary dragon, the new aspect of the blue dragonflight. I'm talking about Caligos, 10 mana for 12. It's pretty expensive, however, he packs a nifty punch. You know, the turn you play him, you discover a spell, and since the first spell you cast each turn is free while he's on the board, you will be able to affect the board immediately with this, and that is great. That's what you want from a big legendary, and if he stays on the board a little bit longer, you can keep stacking extra value on top of itself by playing free Flame Strike, free Blizzards. I was gonna say Meteor, but that's rotating out. Hopefully we see another big mage spell. That would be pretty nice, but he is gonna be pretty powerful in Control Mage, and I cannot wait to play him by myself. Talking about other control cards, we have another neutral legendary called Chef Nomi, 7 mana 6/6. The stat line is a bit iffy, however, doesn't mean he's bad by any mean. He provides food for all of the citizens of Dalaran, and he is also going to provide fire onto your board. If your deck is completely empty once you play him, you get not 1, not 2, but 7 6/6s on the board, which can pack a ridiculous punch. If your opponent can't board clear, that's lethal by itself. It is a game ender. Now, I don't know how it's going to fare when we have cards like Mecha'thun in current rotation, but this could be added to a lot of control decks, and I could see that being a thing. That sounds like a pretty fun card to play. There's a new keyword for spell called Twin Spell, which lets you cast the spell a second time after you played it, which means that you're just getting a copy of that spell without the keyword, kind of like what we had with the extra arms card for Priest, except they expanded upon that, and now we'll get cards from all classes getting that, which is pretty nice. We get the Forest Aid, which is an 8 mana spell for Druid that summons 5 2/2 treants on the... Yeah, I know, Blizzard really likes Druids to have treants. I guess that is going to play in the Treant archetype by itself. It is by no means an extremely powerful card. However, it could do a lot of work by itself, especially in the late game. We also are going to receive a brand new type of card called Schemes. I don't know if every class is going to receive one, but it would make a bit of sense. They are just cards that evolve every turn. So for example, Agatha's Scheme is a board clear that deals 1 damage for 5 mana, which is extremely weak. However, each turn you keep it in your hand, it upgrades, and so it will receive 1 point of damage every turn until, I'm assuming, 10 damage. I don't know if it stops, so I'm not too sure about that statement. Don't quote me on that, but it seems like it could become extremely powerful. It could potentially, you know, if it doesn't stop at 10, it could potentially kill everything, which would be pretty nifty. Evil Miscreant is not a very good card by itself, as it is a 3 mana 1/5 with combo. However, the lackeys it provides you with are 1 mana 1/1s with beautiful battle cries. I am going to have a link in the description to the official Blizzard post, so you guys can go take a look at all the cards, including the lackeys. But from what I understand, each set from this rotation, so that's 3 expansion, is going to receive its own lackeys. So we are going to keep receiving more options as the set advances, which is really nice. Evil Miscreant, of course, is not going to be the only way to receive lackeys. I'm sure there's going to be a few better ones, but if you pair that with Spirit of the Shark, that could fill your hand pretty easily, and I can kind of see that being a thing. This set brings back a few forgotten mechanics from previous expansions. I'm not sure you guys remember that, the Forbidden mechanic, which was a 0-cost card that would improve depending on how much mana you spent into it. So you spend all of the remainder mana you have, and for that cost, the card gets in effect based on the amount of mana you spent. This time around, we used to have Forbidden Shaping for priests, which summon a cost-appropriate minion. Now this time around, we get a removal, and it is going to let you destroy a minion that costs as much as what you spent in mana for this removal. It is kind of decent, especially if you use it to remove a mid-range minion, though, you know, I don't see myself wanting to spend 9 mana to remove a dragon or something like that, but it's, you know, it's pretty flexible, so it might see some play. We'll see how far that goes, but I like the flashback from previous mechanics. And of course, the Arc villain Rafam, the last legendary that has been revealed. He is a Warlock 7-cost, 7/8 taunt, which is going to replace your hand with legendary minions. I don't know. I really don't know why he is a Warlock card. In my mind, it should have been a neutral, but it's pretty good to have big taunt cards for Warlock since they're losing so much this set, including the Big Daddy Void Lords. So that is kind of nice. It also has the effect of the Golden Monkey from his own set, which is another flashback, which is pretty cool. So I cannot wait to see what he has to offer. Kind of reminds me of a less terrible Prince Liam, as it only affects your hand and not everything that's in your deck. But then again, I'm not sure how often Archvillain Rafam is going to be played. Overall, it's a pretty nice card, and I really hope you guys are hyped for new cards that are going to be revealed in a very short amount of time. I believe that they're going to start the drip either next week or the week after, so we shouldn't be waiting too long for that. Apart from that, I'm really happy to see that Blizzard has had so far a very good reveal track for this set, and I cannot wait to hear more about the new cards. That's pretty much it for me today. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the Rise of Shadows. Bye bye.